assembly is still mourning. The assembly is still saddened. The assembly is still frightened. The assembly is still shocked, to say the least. Because Ngugi Thithia, just a week ago, was vibrant, jovial, outgoing. He was all around, everywhere. The last time that we were together in that workshop. Now that he's gone, we are really flabbergasted. But we have come to reality that he is no more with us and that he is gone. At this point, as his speaker and a personal friend, I'll only say that I have lost a friend, confidant, a reliable person, and a very good debater who was very clear in his mind what he was talking about, both in the debates and even in the normal discourses of the various topics that we used to debate. He was the darling of many members. He would lighten moments that were dull. He would fight people who have got very tense moments, and he would dispense the tense, and everybody is back to normal life. So this house is going to terribly really miss Honorable Eliud Ngugi Ngige Thithia, and we can also pray that God rest his soul in eternal peace.
He was a jovial man. He was a focused person, and he was one person who really knew what he had come to do. He used to let us know that this is not the first time that he's been elected, that he has served actually in the county councils. And he used to tell us that it is important for us to actually lead the people and know what it is that our people want in their places of residence. Some of the memorable moments is when we were actually looking at the Constitutional Amendment Bill. He was very particular on that bill. And when we constituted the committee, when it was committed to the Committee of Implementation, where he's actually a member, he was able to lead us and tell us that we actually need to now focus and forge and know what it is that we want to do. And every now and then, when we even had our public participation, he never missed even a single day. He never missed any session when we were doing the public participation. And even when we were debating the bill in the assembly, he actually did participate very well. And in his Swahili, he actually did it very well. And he moved us to laughter and stitches because of how he introduced the bill and how he actually elaborated on it.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa kunipatia hii fursa ni uge mkono mjadala ambao wa leo ni kihistoria, kwa sababu nimetakuwa mmoja wao ambao kama walikuwa wa mwaka wa 63 ambao walikuwa na uga sheria za wakati huu. Kwa hivyo mimi wa leo nikiwa mheshimiwa mchaguliwa kutoka Muguga, na majina naitwa Eliud Ngugi Ngige kutoka wadi ya Muguga ambao nimechaguliwa huku. Wa leo niko na furaha kuu sana, kwa sababu kasema niuge hii hoja mkono kwa sababu ya usawa. Ukiangalia vile mambo alivyokuwa juzi katika seneti, wakati tulikuwa tunaulizia rasilimali ili tuwe na usawa wa shilingi moja, kura moja na mtu moja, haikuwezekana. Lakini hili mjadala ama mkabilisho wa katiba inatuletea hiyo mwafaka ama mwangaza na itakuwa hapa. Wakati marekebisho ya katiba inatuletea hiyo usawa. Ukiangalia mambo ya vijana, akina mama, yote imeangaliwa katika hii mkabisho wa katiba. Kwa hivyo mimi ningeulizia waheshimiwa wenzangu, kila mmoja, hii ni wakati wetu mwafaka wa kuunga hii mjadala mkono, na yeyote ambaye ana nia ambayo hailingani na sisi, hatuwezi tukasema ashindwe, lakini tunasema Mungu amhurumie. Mimi naunga mkono hiyo hoja na Mungu atusaidie sana.
I have known him as a very courageous, very serious member, and a member who believed in a cause. He would do anything to make sure that the cause materialized. I remember we participated in the clamor for the change of the leadership of this county, where indeed we were able to impeach our sitting governor. And he was one of the ringleaders.
Kaumu muthiru twena haicimua twena ohaha andu makiona tari Goliathu marano na David no mothe andu nimetikia ati mahoya ni mathagia kinya kirima ati umuthe Waititu ti gavana wa Kiambu tuge ithui tutena uri na Waititu no ngatona kumuhonokia ni kumuhonokia kinya kwa muno akona muwe wa tena tene
But I must say that I was also moved by his prowess in Swahili, and I interacted with him and wanted to know, the reason behind the good Swahili. And he indicated to me that he has actually stayed in Mombasa for quite some time, more than 10 years, and that is why he was able to talk and make his submission in fluent Swahili.
We shared good times, all the time that we served together. He was really a great man, he was strong, he looked healthy. It was really a big shock. Thithia is one person, we cannot get a replacement for him, and we really miss him. I actually passed my sincere condolences to the family.
He was an amazing man. Thithia is somebody that there can only be one Thithia. He used to move things in a way that you can't explain. He had some unique powers of controlling things and breaking walls and having his way. Actually, I don't think there is a war he fought and lost. There could be very few. He had his way of doing things, and he was also very good in propaganda. He had his way of talking out things, convincing people. So it's quite a loss to the assembly. I miss his debating skills, especially in Swahili. I'll also miss his advice, his mentorship.
The most memorable moments, I would say, were when he was inputting into the legislative agenda, both at the committee level and also during the plenary sessions. He really managed to show great leadership, even to his colleagues, the members of the county assembly, and it is through such interactions that he actually earned the title of the chairperson without a portfolio. I had occasion to interact with him, even as my mentor, and I used to ask him, how is it that members used to refer to him as chairman. He was categorical that he was representing the wonderful people of Muguga Ward, who had given him the mandate directly through the ballot. So I think that aspect of being able to represent the public interest, particularly where it concerned what you'd call, in his case, his constituency, I think was very, very exemplary.
Our lives are personal. Our health are personal. They are not corporate. We don't own our lives and health with others. You own it alone. And therefore it is your personal responsibility to ensure that your life is protected to the maximum. Wear the protective gear that has been, given as a policy by the Minister of Health, and all the protocols. And although we say that the life belongs to God, we also have a responsibility to ensure that we also live within the confines of those protections. So I still urge members, especially the issue of physical meeting, social distancing, masking, washing hands with running water, as well as sanitizing. These are critical, they are crucial, they are important.
Thank you muno ni muthiri atakwaria na ndimukenu muno andu a Muguga. Asante sana ndu wa guthura.